Alright, we are back for round 2. I was on the play and kept this hand, which slightly risky because I'm lacking a third land and some green, but still a keep. I mean, 2 lands and a 2 drop you should probably always keep in this set on the play. Uh, I had to cut the beginning of, another recording that I started because my opponent just took like 5 minutes, no, maybe not 5, but 4 minutes to come and play. But here we are. We can finally start this game. And it's not starting super well for me, as my opponent just plays a 2 drop that completely walls me. A tune with Ether is fine. It's even pretty cool because now if I ever draw a green, I can get the second one very easily, or a red if needed. But hopefully I will draw land at some point. Otherwise, it's not gonna go very well for me. Well, I guess at least I can cast that, but yep. Still convinced that this hand was a keep. I mean, I talked a bit about that while I was waiting for my opponent, but since they never came, I stopped the recording. I mean, another recording. But there's the Inspector you can cast no matter what if you draw another land, even if it's not a green. There's a squad that you can get fairly easily. You have the 2 drop, you are on the play. I think you have to keep it. Also, if you did not see the deck building, my deck contains 6 swamps, 1 mountain, and 9 forests. So I'm more likely to draw forest than anything else at that point. At least any other land. But yeah, it looks like all my opponents so far have been. I mean, it's round 2, but it seems like everyone is like double queuing or not. I don't know. Again, I can understand that you take a bunch of time to think about a play at some point, but I don't really see the point of double queuing or not being fully focused on a tournament like this. Like, when will you be focused if you are not focused for MOCS? They kept the card on top and leave fast. Sure. The thing is, now by the time I will get to start casting things and applying pressure, my opponent will have uh, um, will have had got a bunch of cards, and it's probably blue black control deck, and against a blue black control deck just being stuck on land and not doing anything is pretty much the opposite of what I want to be doing, so it's annoying. Here I'm playing Inspector first because if I draw another land I can cast Sky Sovereign next turn, which is pretty huge as there are a couple things to kill on the board. And also I could have attacked with Cobra first, but if they block with either Theories I really don't wanna spend my turn just trading. Um, and if I don't draw land, I can just attune with Ether and get another green, maybe use my Cobra and do some things. The thing I'm worried about this game is that my opponent has 6 energy. They scried, they've been drawing, and they've been hitting their land drop, and now by the time I will be able to apply some pressure and start attacking, my opponent will have something. I mean, could have something like I don't know, the Leviathan, the 6/6 fly that bounces everything for energy. Like, if they have a good control deck with some costly threat, uh, especially since I don't have a lot of removal in my deck, I might just not be able to win where in a regular game they would have been tempoed out because I would have dealt some damage with some P Riders and stuff like that. But when you're stuck on land and your opponent starts crying and drawing, it's not as bad as if they had a super fast start with a bunch of creature and they were destroying you, but it's still very annoying. And actually, a fast start would not have been that great against my draw because I had a 2 drop to trade on turn 2. Then I drew the Skygate, so I had some defenses, but getting some card advantage early on and hitting land drop for my opponent, not very good for me. But I really don't know what they are doing. Like, it's just super boring. I might just stop the recording and record another. Okay, they are there again. I don't know if they are double queuing or anything, but it's just like it's annoying for me and it's not good for them. Like, they are losing time for no reason. They might make some misplays because they are not focused enough. Just don't do that. It's not good for you. It's annoying for your opponents. there's just no point. I don't really get it, but oh well. Okay, it's not great, but I guess this is what we got. We'll fetch a forest here, obviously. I do have some 2 red spells in my deck, but I need the double green more than anything, and I will probably need to give that Death Touch this turn. I mean, next turn. But yeah, my opponent is like, it's just... And the thing is, you could say, well, here I'm recording, so that's another story that's really annoying for the viewers, and yeah, that's just not great in general. But even when I'm playing alone, you could say, well, you can do something else. Like your opponent is doing something else, you can do something else too. You can just, you know, start watching a video or something, or I don't know, do something you want to do. But the thing is, well, I end up doing that when this happens, but um, when I do that, then I lose my focus and concentration on the game, and it also lowers my yeah, my overall skills and my ability to play correctly. So by doing that, you just make your opponent and yourself play worst. And I don't know, when I'm playing Magic, I just want to play Magic, be focused. If I have to, think for a while during a turn, no problem. But otherwise, I want the game to go as fast as possible and as clean as possible. And here is exactly the opposite that's happening, and that's why I'm kind of bothered right there. But yeah, I don't know. And here, let's say this game lasts for, I don't know, a fair amount of turns after this one, and I don't know, my opponent might be left with 2 games to play and less than 10 minutes on the clock. And if this happens, it's really not gonna be good for them. So yeah, I don't really get it. Like, sometimes people are doing that in single elimination draft, which I can get, but like, if you are not ready to wait between rounds, you should probably do leagues instead of double queuing or doing 2 things at the same time. Um, and yeah, I guess you can say that, well, it's just a single, it's just a draft on MTGO. I don't really care, like, if I don't play to my full potential. But I don't know, why would you do that on one of the most important tournament there is online? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And this is kind of what I was expecting, which is that my opponent has a sick bomb rare that's gonna probably win the game on its own, and that I don't have any answer for yet in my hand, and I wasn't able to apply enough pressure to have a chance to deal with that, unfortunately. So it's kind of lame, but there's just nothing I can do right there. Here I think the play is to Sky Sovereign, kill the sentry so they cannot crew, using these 2 to play the freighter, so hopefully to crew the freighter, so hopefully they have to cast another creature. And also, if I play a creature next turn, I can crew the Sky Sovereign and use it as a blocker maybe or something, but it's not really working out super well for us right here. My opponent can choose to tap the Skygate, but I'm not really blocking anything with Skygate next turn either way, so I think I'll have to take 5 if they do have some more things to crew with. They can start reanimating stuff too, which is frightening. But why would you scry? Like, by scrying, my opponent denied the possibility to reanimate 2 things. Like, they could have just straight up reanimated 2 things. Okay. How is that better than... I don't really get that line of play at all. Like, why would you not... This is how it works, right? Like, instead of doing that, why would you not reanimate the sentry and the inspector, crew the inspector with a freighter, attack me for 10 instead of just 5, and on the turn where I try to block with that, you malfunction? I don't know. Like, this play just doesn't make sense to me. But I think no matter what my opponent does, we will lose that one pretty badly, unfortunately. think the best move is... Well, the best move might actually be Wanderer, so we have our red, and if we top deck Disintegration, Unlicensed Disintegration, we can kill something. The thing is, if I play Wanderer, then I cannot block the Freighter very efficiently, and that's pretty troublesome. So I think I should rather play Tiger, so I have a blocker for Freighter at least. Yeah, it's looking pretty grim. Yeah, Demon is probably the single best card you can get in sealed. Not in draft, because draft is a bit faster, and sometimes it's not good enough, but that that thing is just insane. And it seems like my opponent has completely forgotten about the last ability. But yeah. Even without the last ability, that thing is nearly unbeatable. Alright. The Freighter attacks. I'm glad I have this Tiger to block. And I guess I'll take my 6. Now I do have all the mana I want, right? But I still cannot cast 2 spells. Well, I'm dead on board. I don't think there's any point in showing more cards or make my opponent wait. So I'll just concede. So they do have 2 flyers, one of which I can't kill with takedown. It just seems like a blue-black mid-range deck. I mean, mid-range control deck of some sort. Pretty straightforward. So I will probably side in 1 takedown, but not 2. Because they could have some more flyers that I could kill with, but I haven't seen any one. I mean, I haven't seen one yet. Then against my open deck on the play, I'm pretty sure I want... They are not super aggressive, so I'm pretty sure I want Colony over Skygate. And then I guess I should cut a card for takedown. If they are really controlly, I could see siding in Leave Fast, but I don't know that they are that controlly. Not even sure there's anything I want to cut for the takedown, actually. I'm not a huge fan of Edgecrafter in this type of matchup, to be honest, though. Yeah, I'll probably just cut that. Alright, let's play first. Okay, this time we do have land. Hopefully we'll not just flood out, but do like the curve of Rat into Guide into Wanderer. By the way, I was talking about double queuing and being annoying, but you know, this is not like specifically against my opponent. My opponent might just be, you know, maybe they had to deal something, maybe someone ringed their door, or I mean, anything could have happened. So it's really not against them. It's just that in general, I find it annoying when people are just not, you know, seemingly not there, or at least not really playing. But it looks like they are here right now, so it's good. Yeah, Hard Scrutiny is kind of clunky because we kind of want to cast our things on curve, but my opponent showed some pretty late game threat, so I don't really mind them drawing more before I Scrutiny. I think it's fine. Minister of Inquiry is interesting. That thing is threatening. And Prophetic Prism to give the operative test touch. No point in using the guide ability as they have a 3-power creature. So I guess I will trade with the guide, I would assume. Yep. And we'll just let that happen. Wild Wanderer for a red. And hopefully we'll not get milled out by the stupid Minister. Next turn we can cast Tiger. If we get any land, whether... I mean, if we get a green... I mean, if we get any land, we can, you know, cast Hard Scrutiny, which is cool. I'm kind of worried about getting milled. Yeah, I think we want to cast... Well, my opponent needs the land drop there. And we might want to cast Blossoming Defense to attack through the Theorist and be able to apply more pressure, I think. So... I don't think there's any 4-drop I should particularly fear. Like, if I haven't had showed something like Gonthi, maybe. But here I feel like I can afford to Well, they might not block, but if they block, I kind of want to trade my defense for the Theorist, I think. Because they are mana screwed, and I just want to apply as much pressure as I can before they can start doing stuff. Oh, well, I did not expect that, but that's pretty good for them, I guess. Did not play around Select for Inspection, because I did not see that card game 1. And also, they were kind of hiding it. I mean, obviously they could cast it because of Prism, but that's not even an awful trade for me. I guess the fact that they got a Scry is good for them, but other than that, it's not like crazy bad. They put the card, I'm just gonna check that, on the bottom, which is pretty good news for me. And they start milling me. And I'm also worried about dying from that thing. It's a pretty stupid card. Genjit Sentry, sure. Yeah, I might just die to the Meester. I mean, it's not like the fastest of clocks, but if my opponent can just soak the pressure for long enough, it's gonna be annoying. I drew Furious Reprisal in the meantime, which is quite great. So I think I'm not gonna boost the Tiger and keep the energy to either boost it later or boost the Rats. And if I happen to choose to triple block the Tiger, I can deal 3 here, 1 here, and then Furious Reprisal killing, basically sweeping their board. So I think it's fine. I don't think there's any reason to Furious Reprisal before you attack. So I'll just beat down without using energy. Nope. Because I might want to use energy on Rats, and having a 6/6 might be more important next turn. Okay, they are doing the triple block, which I'm happy enough with. Okay, let's kill the sentry and do that this way. I would have boosted if, you know, I made that play because I knew that if they triple block, I could get a 2-for-1 of the reprisal, which is quite appealing. Otherwise, I think you should probably boost so you don't lose your Tiger. But here I think it's worth it, because again, I get this 2-for-1, killing a creature I want to kill no matter what, and another one that's pretty annoying as it would block my Rat. As it opens Cries, put something on the bottom again. And they are still on 4 lands, and that's kind of cool because it means we'll get to scrutiny them before they could cast a demon. Nimble Innovator will trade with my Wanderer, I guess, which is slightly annoying, but not much I can do. Let's start off with Harsh Scrutiny. They do have the demon, and that thing is gonna go. So they do have either Theorist and Skywhale. I don't really care about Skywhale at all. And since I've drawn Molfi Squad, I'm happy enough to train my Wanderer, which means they cannot block the squad afterwards. Otherwise, they could, you know, double block the squad with Innovator and the 1/3, and that would annoy me. Alright, good. Skywhale doesn't really do much here. Either Theorist cannot really block anything because I kept the energy for the Rats. I will just play that first main phase. I don't think it gives them any information that's too relevant. Yes, please. Now my opponent can choose. Well, I guess, yeah, I should have attacked first, because if they know that they have another creature, maybe they don't make the same plays. Oh, they top deck something. Another Select for Inspection. Okay, I guess that was a good reason not to not to do the play I just made, but obviously my thinking here was that I had informations. Yeah, it was a misplay. I mean, there's nothing. It was slight misplay, misplay, but still a misplay. Because I would rather recast Squad over casting the Inspector. I did not really expect them to top deck another Inspection, I guess, but they conceded. Alright, yeah. I guess what happened here is that I was kinda, how do you say it? Not stressed, but, you know, I wanted to play fast, and I was pretty sure I was gonna win, so, but obviously, it was not sure that I had the win, and, yeah, turns out this ended up being a misplay. Not the worst of misplays, but still. So they have Demon. Otherwise, it's kind of a standard blue-black control deck. 2 selects for inspection is good to know about. Will be much more. Will play that Blossoming Defense much more differently. So there's the Sky Whale I can take down. My open deck seems very solid, like a bunch of Ether Theorist, the Minister as a win condition, the Demon as a win condition. It's gonna be a tough matchup, I think. And I don't think it's a matchup I'm supposed to win, because I'm a bit too mid-range to kill them fast enough, and they have better endgame threat than I do. Though I guess I don't draw the Gear Hulk yet, and Sky Sovereign is really strong too. I don't think I have anything great against the select for inspection. If I had the Ornamental Courage, the +1/+3 trick that untaps a creature and, you know, hence counter the select for inspection, I would bring it in, but I don't have that. I could see Leave Fast being fine, but the thing is, what would I cut for that? I don't think there's any card in my deck that I want to cut to play Leave Fast over. No, I think we'll just submit. And I think even though we'll be on the draw, Fretwork Colony is still a pretty decent card. Though I guess they they showed Malfunction, and Malfunction is really... Yeah, actually I don't love Colony on the draw, and Malfunction completely destroys Colony, so I think I'll play a Leave Fast over the Colony. Might regret that, but I don't know, it feels like... On the play, I like the Colony a bit more on the play, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, that hand is good, do like it. We'll keep. Maybe get rid of an Ether Theorist with Horse Scrutiny, or... Well, if they do have the Demon, I will have to get rid of that, no matter what. Self-Assembler, okay. Okay, ooh, they have Artistry too. That card is insane. I guess I'll have to be cautious about my Sky Sovereign and Gear Hulk. I'm just gonna write down Island, Swamp, Swamp, Select. So we'll try to counter Select with Blossoming Defense, Artistry. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that on top. I can definitely use this, and I have some 5-drop that I want to cast. I mean, with the Artistry, I'm less... It's kind of... Yeah, don't really want to cast Gear Hulk before they cast an Artistry, but... So one less island in my open hand. We drew the mountain, as expected. So they have one swamp. They drew a Lawless Broker in the meantime, which I guess is pretty good for them. And now we can cast pretty much... Yeah, we can cast any card in our deck, which is sweet. With this mana base. Okay, so select Artistry. They drawn an Ether Theorist. And they are attacking, interestingly enough. Midnight Oil for me. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So I was thinking about attacking, but now I don't love attacking that much. The thing is, if I trade with the broker, they can pump up the Theorist up to a 2/4. I don't think I care about that. Actually, when I have Midnight Oil, I just want to play defensively. I might have to run the Sky Sovereign and they will get to copy that, I guess, which is annoying. But I don't think I can afford to ever cast Gear Hulk before they cast Artistry. So I need to be worried about the Artistry. And I guess... Oh, they did not attack. Interesting. Very interesting. No, great, great. Some cards that I can cast is just very good. At some point I will have to cast these just because of how things work. But I guess for now we'll just drop these. So next turn they might Artistry just to get some board presence, you know, making a copy of Cobra and Broker or something like that, just because it's fine. And if they have nothing else to do, you know, it's kind of cool. They could also play Demon if they top deck that in the meantime, but if they did top deck that, there's not much I can do. Here they kept a card on top. They play another Ether Theorist. I think I'll have to run the Sky Sovereign and yeah, not drawing land is not where you want to be with the Midnight Oil. So I think I will have to discard one of my Bone Breaker next turn, which is super clunky. But I cannot recast any of them right now. I don't think it's right. I think you have to cast Caravan into leaving Disintegration available. Now, should I attack? Rhino should attack, probably. Yeah, I guess I should attack with these. And maybe the Cobra. Nah. Yeah. I have to worry about that Midnight Oil. Yep. Boosting the Ether Theories. If my opponent doesn't cast anything too relevant next turn, I will probably end up disintegrating the theories just so I can use the cards in my hand. They're scrying something. The bottom. I hope. Oh crap! Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Well, I guess we'll discard Blossoming Defense. Yeah, so that might have been. I think I will have to discard from that either way, but that I should probably have. Yeah, I should probably have cast Disintegration. No. I think I don't think I will get a good way to use defense anyways, and I think I need to. Maybe I could also play off my opponent not getting the the second blue for Artistry. Seems risky though, because if they get it and I play the Gear Hulk, it's gonna be awful for me. I guess if they keep something on top, it's. I mean, if they put something, if they keep something on top, it's gonna be an island almost always. Yeah, sure, you can do that. I don't really mind that actually. It's fine with me because they lose the counter, they lose some time, and now they don't have this select anymore. Please give me a land. Ugh. Well. No, I don't have enough mana to actually cast Inspector into Sky Sovereign. Yeah, that Midnight Owl is really clunky for me here, but it's honestly it's mostly bad luck. So if I Sky Sovereign and I draw an island, they can copy Sky Sovereign, killing my Cobra and copy the Rhino. And then the question is, what do I keep? Do I keep Verdurous Gear Hulk? I mean, I'm discarding Inspector no matter what. No, yeah, it's so clunky. I wish I had drawn a couple lands. Oh well. Do I keep Gear Hulk or do I think since they do have to cast the yeah, you can scry. Since they do have to cast Artistry if they draw it next turn pretty much to come back in the game. What did they do? Because even Demon would not be good because he would not kill the not match. Just gonna check bottom. Yeah, they pretty much have to cast Artistry if they draw that next turn. No, let's not crew that one. So, since they kind of have to cast Artistry next turn, I feel like I should keep the Gear Hulk around. Amazing. When you lose 2 life, discarding one of the only removal in your deck. Uh, I guess in well, yeah. Whatever I if they artistry here and I keep Gear Hulk or Conclusion, I have the kill. I think no matter what. So and a Freighter. Yeah, that's not gonna save you. Okay. Good. Good God, no lands. Alright, well, I don't think there's anything for 1 black that can save them, so we are all good, but Lord. So, I want 1 counter here. I guess it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, they conceded. Because I could, you know, animate both vehicles, attack with every... I could attack for 15 this turn, basically. And I think even if I open had hit their land, they would have casted they would have gotten Sky Sovereign and a Rhino, but their Rhino would not be 3 power, so the Rhino could not crew the Sky Sovereign. So I would just, you know, attack with my own Sky Sovereign, killing their Rhino, and they would die. So even the blue here would not have done a good enough job. But we kind of drew all rares and mythic this game. I mean, the Midnight Oil was kind of awful. But yeah, when you carve out rare into mythic, things work out pretty well often. Alright. So, yeah. The early game was a bit annoying, as my opponent was probably doing something else, which again, you know, is fine. They might have had to do something. I was just talking about how it's annoying in general. I have nothing against my opponent again, and their deck was pretty good and quite threatening. When you have a couple either theorists and a bomb like the demon, and you can just dig towards finding that, or an artistry. Like, to me, it pretty much looks like the archetype of the good blue-black control deck. I don't know if they have some good rainfalls, but their early game and late game threats are amazing. So yeah. Alright, well, either way, that was round 2. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. See you for the next round, which I think, by the way, is going to be the final round, because well, again, I cough a little bit, which is annoying. Also, I don't really think there are many people interested in seeing 8 rounds of sealed. I think 3 is good enough to, you know, give a bit of feeling about how the deck plays and what this tournament was for me. I will keep you updated about my final score anyways, but yeah, I will not upload more. Also, my girlfriend, she must work, and we live in a rather small place, and if I'm if I'm talking, even if he is in another room, she can hear me, and it's kind of annoying for her. So I will not make that too long. So yeah, another round, and after that I'll just stop recording, and I let you know my what I ended up doing. But pretty good start so far. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Good God, I cannot even say thank you. Yeah, thank you for watching, and see you for the next and last round.